All right, well, shockingly, we made it with 15 minutes to spare. We're at South Pier. It closes in 15 minutes. And there's nobody here. Now, I believe it's still open because the Gin Garden, the famous restaurant on this pier, which is actually directly ahead of us, so you can't see quite with the zoom. We're on our way there. We're just going to do a continuous walk here. See how far we can get down on the pier before we have to turn right around and head back. So essentially this is going to be a in and out tour. Obviously this would be much more lively in the day. To give you a perspective of where we came from, Blackpool is much larger than I thought. That's only not even the halfway point of where we walked earlier. The pier is relatively long, so I've seen videos of this during the day. And I certainly would not have minded to have gotten here in time, but there's just so much here to distract you here at Blackpool. Well, there's still a couple of people putting back a drink or two in the gin house, which to me says we at least have a bit of time before we have to hustle back. It is certainly last call there, however. I do not think they will be serving me a drink. The Gin Garden, looking delightful and empty. And then just like that, you get to the main reason why I know this place exists: amusements. As we take a eerie walk through a closed amusement park. If you follow the same YouTuber that I do, you've definitely seen this pier a couple of times in videos, but not quite like this. Welcome to the haunted pier. At the end of the pier is another credit that unfortunately I did not get today. I'll have to leave for next time, which is this crazy coaster mouse, if you can even see it. There's also a waltzer here. This is the end of the pier. As you've seen from imagery earlier. It is located at the end and is lit rather brightly. However, you can get around it. I don't think I've really ever been in a amusement park area that's all closed quite like this, but here we are. I'm going to wrap up this vlog here, as this is the end of our Blackpool excursion. Below my feet, you can't even see it. I'll see if I can make it happen, however. Okay, even on maximum ISO, which, you know, means the maximum amount of light that we could put in, yeah, the structure for the pier is right below our feet. In fact, the sea is below my feet. You can't see it at all, however. And then out here, you can kind of faintly make out the sea. You can kind of see where I'm at. You can get a better idea of what I'm talking about based on this railing situation here. And it's about 40 feet down to the water. 40 odd feet. It's very cool being out here with no one else around, though. It's very pristine. And then over there is where we started our day, the big one, resting for another day. It was a great ride today. I definitely enjoyed it. All right, we're going to make our way back now because I'm sure that security is going to look to close things up here. I'm not entirely gutted that I didn't make a wild mouse or a spinning mouse. Like, I've been on so many. And even this coaster is a coaster from another amusement park that was bought and relocated here. It's only missing a ghost train, but then again, I did that excellent ghost train in Coral Bay, which I did not even know existed, which is crazy to think about. With the amount of coverage that I get of this, or that I watch of this particular place, the fact that I didn't know it existed, well, it just shows you Blackpool is full of surprises. Some good, some bad. And I'll only mention it now if you followed the vlog from the point of the bar that I believe I'm still going to include. This ride is packed up. It's a Miami, but it looks like it might be leaving. The gin house is closing up for business. Okay guys, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. Only a day and a half, really 2 days in England already, but 2 days in Blackpool. And that's where the reference actually comes into play. It's been 1.5 days for me in Blackpool. And what a whirlwind 1.5 days. 2 at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, a haunt, numerous ghost trains, numerous coaster rides, illuminations, bars, Man City Lost. Oh my God, there's so much going on. And this is only the start of the trip. But this is the end of the Blackpool portion of the trip and the Blackpool vlog. It's been quite an adventurous day. I'm exhausted. I definitely am going to get a fresh start tomorrow as I'm only visiting one place. And a place that I've wanted to go to pretty much since I known that the UK existed. So it's going to be exciting. And that's outside of Blackpool. It is literally outside of Blackpool because oddly enough when I was here last, I did not spend the time to visit South Pier or any of the other things in Blackpool or nearby, which is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Blackpool is a distinctively British tourist experience. I'd even say it's a distinctly northern British experience, that if you want to know what the difference of that is, and you only need to come here to get a full complement of what that's about. Very friendly. It is Blackpool. It is a place of pleasure, of fun, of a little risque behavior, if you will. Casinos, maybe. And that's that. It did not disappoint. It is a bit tiresome because you do want to spend some time, you know, sussing everything out in the area and not walking to Bispam like I did. It's been a pleasure. It won't be 24 years before I'm back again. Or so we hope. And that is it, guys, from Blackpool. Thank you for watching. I'm pretty sure I wrapped this vlog up several times. We'll see you tomorrow in Alton Towers.